Hi, my friends. Welcome to my channel. I thought for this video I have this kind of idea that I was thinking about my collecting career, late 70s and beginning of 80s, or basically mostly I was collecting my Elvis stuff 80s, and in my mind I thought there was only a couple of records what was really difficult to find. But now I check my collection, and because of I'm now in Germany, and at that point I was in Finland, in Helsinki, where I was born, and at that point we had a couple of record stores, and actually big stores with everything, clothes and perfumes, and there was always one department for records. And me and my friends, we were very often there, and we were searching Elvis records. And of course, at that point, especially after Elvis passed away, they were really releasing lots of collection. And first of all, you had to know what to collect. That was one thing. And then you knew what to collect, but you didn't find these records. And I thought there was only maybe a couple of them. And now I have a bunch of records here, and I thought I'm going to show you them. It is also for me one point, because now I'm living in Germany, and I've told you, here's now new record shop, second-hand records, used records, and part of this was also new records, sealed records, what I found, and lots of German releases. And in my teenager years, I was basically after German releases, because at that point in Finland there was only basically German releases, and then UK releases these green labels, and after that came blue label, Elvis label. And because now I want to know actually what I have, because now when I'm searching records, and I don't want to buy so many times the same records if I already have them. But I've noticed now in Germany, in this new record shop, I found lots of German releases what actually I don't have. But when I go to beginning of my collecting career, the main goal was to find one of these issues, item, record, what I want to collect, so between 56 and 77. And now I checked my collection, and here I want to show you something. Then I know also what I have when I'm buying again Elvis records. And these are not in specially order in that way, on stage. And basically I was collecting new records, but I've noticed here's a couple of used records, and it is also one point that, or I noticed there was no any other possibility to buy only used records because or order something. I've made that couple of times, but it was at that point it was of course really difficult. And some trips I made to Sweden, they had better collection of Elvis music, and I think my trip in London I found out something, but I cannot remember which one, But this on stage, it is used, and I can remember my friend sold me this one. So this is one of the difficult ones. This one, Elvis in person at International Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada, from Memphis to Vegas and from Vegas to Memphis. This double album. It was really difficult to find. Until now, I haven't seen. There is also available this version of that you had one album of each. I haven't seen till now. This was really difficult to find, and I think this was in Finland. And this one, and this one and on stage, they are German copies. This one was also really difficult, and some point they released this also, or it was available in Finland, and this one is a German reissue, and and if you watch my other videos, I've shown you also Speaker's Corner releases, and I have now also Speaker's Corner version of it. So this was one of the difficult ones. And this one, it was the most difficult one to find. German, especially German copy. Maybe there was this modern UK version of it, but I cannot really remember if that was the case. But this one, it was really difficult, and I think I ordered this through one of these record shops or stores in Finland, and I was really happy when I became this record. So it is funny when I nowadays look also videos what you are making, and you have multiple version of some album. It is really amazing. But now, of course, nowadays it is easier to find online records and buy that way. But back in the day, it was not that way. So it took really long to find something, and if you were lucky. This is also my friend bought it to me, sell it to me, and it was also one of these really difficult ones. And this is American pressing, so it is really amazing that I have one of these. This is LPM version of it. It has seen better days, but it is, I can always remember how I get it. This one was also difficult, and it is the same case as the this one, Elvis from Elvis in Memphis, and I think they released this new American versions of pressings, and then I had the chance by also this one. So one of the most difficult ones was also this one. Elvis is back, especially German pressing. I think there was lots of these modern Yugo pressings available, but mostly the stores or record shops, they have only one record each, and you had to be very quick and lucky that you find something. So this was really one of the most difficult ones to find. This one, actually, I never found a German version of it. And this was a UK version with blue Elvis label. And I've show you now that in Germany I found one of German copies from 60s. I ordered it online and I've show it to you. So one of the really difficult ones also. And the most difficult one, I never saw back in the day this album. And this is also, I bought it a couple of years ago. This is a reissue, Speaker's Corner reissue, and of course it was really nice to finally to have this copy of this Elvis Christmas album. And the next one is also was really difficult to find Elvis's second album. So this is maybe the only copy what I found back in the day. So German version of it, and they have written here 66. So I don't think it is 66, but it may be a reissue from 66. It has this modern RCA logo, but also really difficult to find. Then I have other section, Elvis's 70s albums, also really difficult to find in Finland. So I think this one I had ordered, or I think it could be that I bought it, this one in Sweden, or maybe in that trip when I was in London. But this is also printed in Germany, so I think this is must be from Sweden. This one also really difficult one, and I cannot remember where I found this, but I think it was in Finland. But really, it was familiar, this UK version, what I've showed you also, and I also found now multiple copies here in Germany, UK, and also German one. So, but German one has also the cover picture of UK version. So this was also difficult. The next 70s album today, also the same case. I think this is from Sweden, and really difficult to find also. Actually, it is really strange. So, or what do you think? Promised Land, the same thing. This is also German release version. Really difficult to find. The next one, this is the used one, with Elvis having fun on stage with Elvis. this is UK version, used one, and I cannot remember where I bought it, but also I've seen this one only once. And yeah, strange. This also Elvis Good Times. I think this is from Sweden. Also, I never saw this in Finland, so it was really difficult to find anything, this kind of stuff in Finland at that point. So the next one, I think my last video showed you this also, and this is my original collection. This is UK version, and it is also used one. And the same thing, I don't know where I bought it, but could be in England, could be, I don't know, because I cannot remember lots of these stores in Finland that I was visiting, or if there were any used records, or maybe it was because I was actually after new records, can be also. The next one, the same case, I think, Elvis full album, I found it in Finland, or maybe it could be, yeah, it is also German one. And this one, I think this was also one of the most difficult albums, and I think I was in Helsinki, some religious gospel stores, and I was asking after Elvis religious album if they have this one, and I think that point they didn't have, but the owner looked after his catalog if it is possible to order, and I think that was the case with this one. He ordered it, and then I became this album. He touched me, so it was also one of the difficult ones. And here I see this is also printed in USA, 72. Elvis Now. And I think this is also used one. So it was also really difficult to find this album. And this is the same thing. Elvis has recorded at Madison Square Garden. So also really difficult to find. So amazing. And the last one, I can see this is also, I think this is used records. And if you watch my last videos, I've found now multiple versions of this album, but back in the day, I didn't found it. So how many records I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22. So we can say 30% of Elvis collection was really difficult at that point to collect or to find. So nowadays, of course, it is nice. You can find everything basically what you are after, but of course, if I would say, okay, I want sealed copies and it has to be the first pressing, and of course then the case would be also difficult and really pricey. But as I said, at that point, the main point were for me to collect every Elvis album, and because I've noticed that German pressings, they are really close, or they made this really the same way as the original USA pressing. So I was also after these German pressings, and I was always looking catalog numbers that they should have the same number as the original one. So I learned really early that actually for me it was LSP, and later I noticed that LPM, it means mono. So actually at that point I didn't understand there are stereo pressings and mono pressings, because I was only familiar with stereo pressings. So I hope you liked my video. This was a sad story about one Finnish guy who was collecting his Elvis records in 80s, and it was a really rocky way to find a couple of these records. And I see you next time with something else. And because I'm now in Germany and I really found this really good record store, so collecting now the second round these records, I think it would be, or it's going to be a little bit easier, because actually I don't need anything, but when I have a feeling, okay, that would be also nice upgrade or update for my collection, and when the price is okay, then I can buy also something, and I'm going to show it to you, of course, what I found. So take care of you, and peace, and thanks for watching, and I see you next time. Greetings from Germany. Bye.